What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over the NBA game for Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking in these games, you'll have to join my Patreon with my picture always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get to the game for today. We're going to be looking at the Hawks and the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. This is going to be game one between these two teams. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian, Hebrew calendar. This side of the screen is what I call my game numbers. The away team is right here. This is their season record, their postseason record, their coach's record. In the middle here is the head-to-head between the two teams. And at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their postseason record, and their coach's record. Up top here is just some extra info. This is game one. Series is going to be 1-0 or 0-1, depending on who wins. This is the 70th NBA playoff game for this season. And game two between these two will be the 72nd. Game three would be the 74th. Game four would be the 76th NBA playoff game. Alright, so we have the Hawks versus the Bucks for the Eastern Conference Finals. There are some numbers here for the Hawks. We'll start with that. We'll start with if Hawks are going to upset in game one, there's some interchangeable numbers here between games 1, 2, and 3, and we'll go over that really quick. But for the Hawks, if the Hawks were going to win this game, they would pick up their 50th win for the season. It is a day with 50 date numerology on the Gregorian. The word 50 sums to 30, and Bucks would get their 30th loss for the season. Hawks get their 50th win, Bucks get their 30th loss. 50 date numerology on the Gregorian, 50 sums to 30. It is the 13th day of the 4th month on the Hebrew religious. Bucks come into this game with 134 postseason wins as a team, where they potentially could stay. They can sit on that 134 on the 13th day of the 4th month. This is the 70th NBA playoff game for the season. It is a day with 70 date numerology on the Gregorian. The number 70 sums to 79, which is the 22nd prime number. Bucks coach, he can get his 79th all-time loss as a coach for the Bucks. As the Hawks even the score 2-2 head-to-head against the Bucks for the season, like 22, and the Hawks would become 22-22 on the road with the win to go with. So a lot of 22s and a lot of connections to that. And then we throw in Milwaukee Bucks, which I know I didn't spell it right. Smart technology making me dumber. All I have to do is just right-click on the mouse to correct it. Don't even need to know how to spell the word. Milwaukee Bucks sums to 222, 222. Hawks can open up 22-22, even the score 2-2 head-to-head against for the season, as Bucks coach gets that 79th loss as a coach for Bucks, the 22nd prime number. 70th NBA playoff game, 70 date numerology, 70 sums to 79, the 22nd prime number. It is the Bucks coach's 264th all-time game as a coach for Bucks, 264. Hawks coach, he could become 26-40 for a postseason record for his career. 264, has that 264 in there. 264, Bucks coach, 264th all time. 264. Maybe there's something there. And it is the 174th day on the Gregorian. 174. Hawks coach can get his 714th all-time win. 714, 174 are just anagrams of each other. And what makes this interesting, the 714 and the 174, is that if we look ahead, not at game 2, but in game 3, so game 2 would be on this day. Game 3 would be on this day, which is the 27th, which is Sunday. Sunday is the 17th day of the 4th month. So on the first day, or the first game, it's the 174th day on the Gregorian. On game 3, it's the 17th day of the 4th month, the 174. The reason why I'm showing you this is because Hawks coach, he can get that 714 in game 1. At the same time, Bucks, their coach, he's one game away from coaching his 714th all time. On top of that, he's 2 wins away. He can get his 416, 417 from being 417. So 417, 714, 714, 174, all anagrams of each other. And if Bucks lose game one and coach gets his 714th on the 174th day of the Gregorian, it potentially could set the Bucks up to win the next two, game two, and then in game two he'd get his 416th, and then in game three he'd get his 417th on the 17th day of the fourth month. 417, 174 anagrams of each other. So that's interchangeable. You can say on the 713th all-time game for the Bucks coach, Hawks coach, he can sit on 713, and vice versa. So the 174 is kind of interchangeable. It's interesting. And it could span between game one, game two, and game three. What else? Game two. Game two numbers actually look good for Bucks. Alright, let me get back to here. So let's look at the Bucks now. Bucks were to win this game, game one. You know, they can get their 32nd home win, 32 sums to 50, 50 date numerology on the Gregorian. They'd be 3-2-1 or 32-10 for a home record as they sit on 123 all-time losses head-to-head against the Hawks. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 anagrams of each other. The Bucks, they could become 9-3, like 93 this year in the playoffs with the win, as Bucks get their 55th win for this season, as they sit on 143 postseason losses with the win. 93 sums to 143, excuse me, and it sums to 55. So Bucks can become 9-3 for the playoffs, like 93 sums to 143. They would sit on 143 postseason losses with the win as they get their 55th win for the season. 143 and 55. It also sums to 154. And game two is going to be on the 15th day of the fourth month, like 154. To add to that, it's the Hawks' 85th game for the season, and they can become 8-5 for a playoff record with the loss, like 85. 85 also sums to 154. So with game two being on the 15th day of the fourth month, like 154, Hawks can come in with 8-5. Bucks can come in 9-3. Going along with the Bucks getting their 55th win for the season, 55 sums to 135. And so they can get their 55th win of the season as they get their 135th win postseason, as they sit on 143 postseason losses, as they become 9-3, like 93 for the season in the playoffs. 93 sums to 55 and 143. 55 sums to 135. So a lot of connections there for the Bucks in game one, potentially. What else? I think that's about it. 23rd postseason head-to-head matchup between these two. 23 sums to 163 and 55. Bucks can get their 55th win. Hawks would get their 23rd road loss as they sit on 163 playoff wins, postseason wins as a team. So those would be the numbers that go against the Hawks in game one. I think that's about it. Hopefully this helps. We saw some numbers for the Hawks. Plenty of numbers for the Hawks in game one. Plenty of numbers for the Bucks in game one. Some interchangeable numbers heading into game three on the 17th day. Or game one starts on the 174th day. Game three is on the 17th day of the fourth month on the Hebrew religious. Hawks coach, he's just one win away from going 7-14 all time. Bucks coach. He's 2 wins away of becoming 417 all time. 417, 714, 174, all anagrams of each other. That could hit in game 1, or that can get stalled out until game 3. And then, yeah, game 2, if we look at game 2, is on a day with 36 date numerology on the Gregorian. Hawks could head into that game with 36 losses for the season, or they can pick up their 36th loss in game 2. It is a day with 163 on the Hebrew Civil, so that might look towards more of Hawks losing game 1 and heading into game 2 sitting on 163 postseason wins as a team. So a couple numbers you can just kind of interchange and look forward to. Try and line up some type of riddle going on over the games 1, 2, and 3. Hopefully this helps. Not a whole lot I'm poking at. I'm just kind of being all over the place. My mind's kind of distracted today, honestly. But I wanted to get something out for you guys. Hopefully this helps. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support. And I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks.